A very quick market update. A lot of people have been asking about Tesla's stock split that is going to be happening on August 22nd. And this is, I think, some things that you should know. First, they're doing a 1-to-3 stock split, meaning that for every one share available, now there's going to be three. That doesn't mean that the price per share is going to stay the same or that you just 3x your money. That's not how it works. Right now, Tesla is trading at $900 a share. When it undergoes the stock split, you're going to wake up with not one share, but three shares. And those shares are not going to be worth $900 anymore. They're going to be worth $300, 1/3 of the previous price. The market cap should stay the same, but one of the main reasons that a lot of big tech companies have been doing this is it changes the average price per share or just the overall purchase price of these actual stocks, making it more affordable for new investors to buy a whole share. The funny thing about this is that you can buy fractional shares now, but I know it's not as popular overseas. With that being said, this has also been a very common trend for a lot of tech companies or wannabe big tech companies. We actually recently saw GME go through a stock split, and it's hilarious because if it continues at the rate that it's going, it's going to end up having to go through a reverse stock split to even bring that price per share back. But Tesla is obviously a little bit different. It actually went through a stock split, I think, around 2 years ago exactly, August of 2020. It had an 81% rally after that stock split. So a lot of people are expecting that Tesla will rally shortly after that split, which is on August 22nd. I think that Tesla, just based off of recent patterns, I'm going to go ahead and share this with you guys just so you can see it. Tesla from previous lows, you can see right on over here, was trading at a price of around $600 a share, 621, and has recently hit highs of around 942. That is a 51% return. Now, of course, there's no such thing as a perfect investor or a perfect trader, but it's great to see the overall market recovery that Tesla and many other big tech companies have recently made. Now, a lot of people speculate that there's going to be another leg down, meaning that Tesla can potentially continue to sell off. Now, the question that I've been getting a lot today is what happens if you buy Tesla in between its record day, which is tomorrow, August 17th, and the actual split day, which is the 22nd. You still get those additional shares. You don't have to worry about not getting, those additional 2 shares when it actually does undergo the stock split. So I think that was a concern for a lot of people that are newer to the stock market. You're not going to get stuck with just one share at $300. You will still get all 3 shares at $300 if it maintains this price. But yeah, that shouldn't be a concern at all. Now, one of the things that I quickly wanted to follow up with is that Tesla, I'm sorry, BBBY. I made a video earlier today, and again, I didn't know that it was going to completely crash. I have no crystal ball. My job's not to be perfect. My job is just, especially on my YouTube channel, to make beginner investors and beginner traders aware of risk management. My job here is always to encourage you to take your downside risk into consideration, while everyone else is trying to encourage you to throw your money at something and hodl. I like to keep things pretty realistic, right? I talked about price action. I talked about direction. I talked about, hey, when this thing begins to trade sideways or begins to indicate signs of selling off, it's going to drop like a rock. And that's exactly what happened. It went from highs of, I think, over 75% gain on the day all the way down 34%, right back down to $18 a share, and it closed right around $20 a share. So imagine losing 20 to 30% of your stock or your overall portfolio because you had no risk management. That is the ideology of all these AMC, GME, meme traders, is there's no structure, there's no discipline, and the people that get offended are simply the people that are so narrow-minded that haven't been a part of this market for long enough. We all know that there's two main things that are important. It's being consistent and being disciplined, holding yourself accountable when no one else will. This is why this market has such a low success rate, because there's people that think that they can do the same thing that they do with their lives, have no discipline, no structure, and expect success. No, this is why when you start a business, it's so challenging to actually succeed, because there's a very low barrier of entry. Anyone can do it, yet there's so much accountability that needs to happen, and only you can make that happen, right? So it really comes down to how bad you want it. I really hope that you kept some of these profits in your pocket, just like we talked about it earlier. There's nothing wrong with taking advantage of risky plays as long as you take risk management into consideration and you simply look out for yourself. And that's always what we're here to encourage you to do. So if you have any questions, I hope that you can, that you can always direct message me, especially if you're an absolute beginner. Any question you might have, feel free to send me a message via Discord, and that's that first link down below. I do trade live every single morning, and if you want to watch me trade live as soon as tomorrow, I would encourage you to click the second link down below, learn a little bit more about our Learn Plan Profit group, and see if it's a good fit for you. I'm excited to follow up with tomorrow's video. Make sure that you guys subscribe, and like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.